Alright, let's dive into something that's got the music world buzzing. The Beatles are dropping a Rubber Soul reissue, and honestly, I'm already geeking out about it. But here's the thing, this isn't just another remaster. It's a deep dive into the band's creative process, and that's what makes it so compelling. Personally, I think these deluxe editions are like time capsules. They don't just give us the music, they give us context, raw moments, and a glimpse into the minds of legends. So, let's break this down. First off, the Rubber Soul era is fascinating because it's a turning point for the Beatles. This is the album where they started moving beyond pop anthems and into more introspective, lyrically complex territory. So, when I heard this reissue includes unreleased session recordings and home demos, I immediately thought, this is our chance to hear the band experimenting, maybe even struggling, with these new ideas. What many people don't realize is that these behind-the-scenes moments are where the magic happens, the false starts, the rough edges, the raw creativity. It's like getting a backstage pass to 1965. And then there's the tech side of it. The new mixers are using technology from Peter Jackson's WingNut films, the same team behind Get Back. Now, if you take a step back and think about it, this is a big deal. Jackson's involvement isn't just a gimmick, it's about preserving history with modern tools. In my opinion, this blend of old and new is what keeps the Beatles relevant. It's not just about nostalgia, it's about making their work accessible to new generations in a way that feels fresh. One detail I find fascinating is the inclusion of a previously unheard John Lennon song outline. This raises a deeper question: how much of the Beatles' catalogue is still out there, waiting to be discovered? And what does this fragment tell us about Lennon's songwriting process? Personally, I think these little snippets are like puzzle pieces. They don't give us the full picture, but they add layers to what we already know. It's like discovering a hidden room in a house you thought you knew inside and out. The 88-page book with Paul McCartney's introduction is another standout. What makes this really interesting is that it's not just a liner notes situation, it's McCartney himself guiding us through the album's creation. From my perspective, this adds a human touch to the whole package. It's not just about the music, it's about the stories, the relationships, and the moments that shaped it. What this really suggests is that even decades later, the Beatles are still finding ways to connect with us on a personal level. If you take a step back and think about it, reissues like this are more than just products, they're cultural artifacts. They remind us why the Beatles were, and still are, so influential. In a world where music is often consumed in bite-sized chunks, this kind of deep dive feels almost revolutionary. It's a reminder to slow down, listen closely, and appreciate the craftsmanship behind the art. So, here's my closing thought. As excited as I am for the new mixes and unreleased tracks, what I'm most looking forward to is the story this reissue tells. Because, at the end of the day, that's what the Beatles do best. They don't just make music, they create worlds. And with Rubber Soul getting this treatment, we're not just revisiting an album, we're stepping into a moment in time. What do you think? Are you as hyped as I am? Let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear your thoughts.